Hello and welcome to another video from the only source of information that you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. And today we're going to be talking about some basic things that are going on with social media that may be a little bit worrisome to some. Not to me, I'm kind of saw it coming. But there are things that I get to experience as a YouTube creator that you probably don't get to experience as a YouTube watcher. If you have your own YouTube channel, then you know what I'm talking about. But like when you start watching YouTube videos, if you decide you want to comment, then you have to get your own YouTube channel. Even if you never post any videos, you have to sign up for it, where you get a password and all that. But they send you a thing to sign, and if you read it, it'd be pages and pages and pages. But if you read it, it'd be things like if you decide to start posting videos, you can't post nudity or excessive violence or anything like that. And if you just make comments, you can't be using vulgarity in your comments. You can't attack somebody with hate speech, things like that. But if you're making videos, you're actually making videos, and you start posting, you'll start getting these emails about for YouTube creators, what you can and can't get away with. And so I've seen these policies put into place and thought, well, you know, they're probably not going to follow through. I don't know of any way they could do, carry out the things they're threatening to do. But I remember one time I got a thing saying that a lot of people are posting copyrighted material or using copyrighted music, and that there's been some complaints, and so YouTube has been forced by law to make some new rules. If you post any kind of copyrighted music, then you could have your channel demonetized, or you can have your video taken down, or you can have the audio taken out of your video, or you can have your whole channel taken down, depending on how many times you tried to get away with this stuff. In my head, I thought there's no way in the world for them to police that. But I made a video one time, and I never ever was able to figure out what in the world they took the audio out of my video for. But you know, my videos, when I'm talking, all that's important really is the audio. You know, it's not like a video of my head that's important, it's what I'm saying. And I was somewhere and I was talking, and there was a lot of noise around me. People were talking, and people, I guess somebody in there was playing a radio or something. I never could figure it out. But they sent me a thing saying that I had copyrighted music in my video. Now we're talking about maybe 30 seconds of audio in the background of a noisy location. But sure enough, they took the audio out of my video. And it didn't take them a week or something to figure this out. It's like the day after I posted the video, the audio was missing. So I have seen them initiate policies and actually carry through on what they say. And they give you a warning. Like when they say, okay, we took the audio out of this video, they'll say, if we do it again, we're going to take the whole video down. And if you do it again, we're going to take away your channel. So they give you some warnings, but they tell you in advance what you can and can't get away with. Well, I recently got an email about the current war. And look, I'm not going to mention the name of the war or the people who are participating in it or which politicians are talking about it, because that's what the warning was about. If they catch you talking about this war in a way that they don't like, their little bot is going to go through there, and if they hear you say the names of these countries, they're going to have somebody look at your video and determine if you're going along with the state's sponsored propaganda. So right now, you know, if you watch the news, this war is a war between good guys and bad guys, as all wars are. All wars are good guys versus bad guys. Now, if you're on my YouTube channel, probably you're someone that's like-minded with myself and my other viewers, and you have come to realize that wars are bad guys versus other bad guys. You know, a war is not like a baseball game. A war is where you send murderers out to murder the people from that country, and they send murderers out to murder the people from your country. You know, that's not a good guys versus bad guys scenario. That's bad guys versus other bad guys. But if you're caught making a YouTube video where you declare the opposing team to be the good guys, they'll remove your channel. And it's gotten worse than that. They've recently enacted laws that if you do that, you can actually be arrested. So far, no one's tested these laws, but social media is involved, and I suspect they're going to do the same thing. They'll take the audio out of your video. If you do it again, they're going to take your whole video down. If you do it a third time, they're going to take your channel down. But it's not just for YouTube. They're starting to say that anybody who says anything that goes against the standard state propaganda will get their YouTube channels demonetized, their Twitter accounts taken down, their Facebook, all of that stuff can be removed. And Facebook, by law, the new laws are requiring that all of these different formats, the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of them by law have to keep track of everything that you post, and they are responsible, personally responsible, for making sure that the stuff you post goes along with standard propaganda. So I mean, I'm not saying anything about a country's name or a politician's name or the name of a religion or the name of anything, because I don't want to have any of this stuff done to me. But you have to know that we're living in a world where things are changing rapidly. And if they could do, they've already started doing this before they ever made the laws, because Twitter not too long ago, maybe a year or so ago, took down the account of the President of the United States because he wasn't teaching the state version of propaganda. And it wasn't just his opinion that they were against, because his opinion at the time represented about the opinions of about half the people who live in this country. So it's not like you have to be completely off your gourd to get your stuff taken down. You could be voicing something that a whole lot of people agree with and still get in trouble. And even though there were no laws back then, Twitter took it upon themselves to remove his account before they enacted the laws. Now that the laws are being enacted, it can only get worse. You can eventually start getting your account demonetized, or get your audio taken off of your videos, or take your videos, have your videos taken down, have your YouTube channel taken down, and as things go, you can be arrested, perhaps even executed. Just know that the world we're living in is changing, and like if you're my age, and when you were in elementary school, junior high school, and high school, how they talked about bad countries that would listen to everything you said and they would arrest you if you said the wrong thing. That's where we are today. We are at that point where the things we do and the things we say are being monitored, not just by the state, but by our neighbors, by everything, and we could get in a whole lot of trouble soon. So the best policy is that when these issues come up, just ignore them. You know, people are always telling me about videos I should make. You should make a video about this country, or you should make a video about this politician. Well, first off, I like to stick to the things I know. I don't like having to make a video where I have to go research something because I don't know it. Secondly, I don't want to get involved in something that's going to get me in trouble. I mean, right now, I'm perceived as the crazy old man that talks about the Bible in a weird way. I'm okay with that. I don't want to be suddenly the guy who's speaking out against a policy or against a politician or against a nation. I'm happy where I'm at. So I'm not going to be making any videos that could get me in trouble. But at the same time, I'm asking all my subscribers who come on, don't leave comments about that stuff. If I make a video about the Bible, don't tell me what some politician is doing, because that's just going to get people, you know, it's going to put red flags up, and I don't even want to be involved in any red flags. Oh well, I hope that you know, when I'm talking about this stuff, I'm not talking about stuff I don't know. I actually live this stuff. I have the emails where they're telling me what I can and can't talk about. I have been told that if I'm caught talking about this current war and it's not the way they want me to talk, that they will take down my channel. That is a real email that I got. Oh well, if you don't want to survive, don't listen to me.